Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Ciara Kidder from the Novice Professor. And I'm here today to tell you about a project that I've been working on with my colleague, Bob, here for a little while. It's something new. And so I am here to talk to Bob, and he will talk to us about this idea, how it got started, and then we'll kind of just chat about what you can expect from this amazing venture that we're on. So let me introduce Dr. Bob DuBois from the University of Tennessee at Knoxville.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited for Ciara and I and the rest of the team that's working on Course Studies, a showcase of teaching practices and principles. And hopefully very soon you'll see our very first episode. So we're really excited about that.
So, Dr. Bob, can you tell me a little bit about where this idea really originated from?
Well, I've been wanting to do something like this for many years, actually. And when I got to the University of Tennessee and then just happened to encounter the COVID-19 pandemic, it just seemed like maybe this might be the right time. And so I started thinking more about it. And then this past summer, I taught an online course for faculty and graduate students at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, on how to teach psychology online. And as part of that, I invited a lot of folks to come in and share their course and talk about how they taught online. And that's when it really started to kind of gel. That I really think that other people could benefit from having an opportunity to actually see curriculum, see what it looks like in Canvas or whatever learning management system a person's using, so they can truly take something abstract and compare it to something concrete. And I think that watching a walkthrough of a course and talking to the instructor about how they came up with that course is just really, to me, one of the best ways of learning.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about some of the things that you see that Course Studies is going to be doing.
Well, there's a whole team of us, and so we've got a whole bunch of different ideas, but one of the things that we want to do is provide many, many opportunities across many, many courses, beginning with psychology, for other faculty to see real examples of how other people teach some of those really big landmark psychology courses. So certainly the Gen Psych, the Intro to Psych course, but all of the other typical courses that you would see in an undergrad program, and we probably will venture into some grad school courses too. So just to give people an opportunity to see what those courses look like and to compare and contrast and hopefully understand the teaching principles that really underlie whatever practices a person chooses to use.
Okay, so there'll be some element of explanation then behind oh, I'm doing this because
yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, we want everyone to first kind of ask themselves, why do you do what you do? And then to provide the evidence, kind of show us. So for example, in the STP blog, This Is How I Teach, there's often brief, descriptions of some of the principles, some of the things that they do most often, but I always have wanted to dive into that course, show me. And so think of it as kind of like This Is How I Teach, but live. And we get to ask questions and maybe try to organize some of the walkthroughs so that we can try to tell a story, like we're going to try to do with our very first one.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about that first episode?
Yeah, the first episode, we're really dealing specifically with the challenges of taking a pre-existing large psych class and trying to change things up so that you can be successful in the midst of a pandemic, now going online. I know a lot of faculty had to make quick decisions over the summer to upgrade their courses, to convert them from their trusty on-campus course to now something that's online. And so we were lucky to find two faculty members who tackled a large course in very, very different ways. One person took on a more minimalist approach. The other person took on a more comprehensive approach. And we get to kind of see the workload involved in that, the principles behind that, and you get to see what it looks like. And we hope that most of the participants in our showcase will share. So in our course notes, we'll hopefully have links to perhaps Canvas package files and more
Yeah,
that people could import into their own course.
that's super neat. Um, so who all is involved in this project? I obviously said I was involved, but can you tell us about some of the other people that are involved in the project right now?
Yeah, for those folks who are regulars at NITOP, they probably could guess that it would, because the folks that are involved are a lot of folks that tend to hang around with each other at NITOP. And we also talk a lot outside of NITOP. And we're also quite active in STP. So you and I and all the rest of the team members within the Novice Professor, including Dr. Jennifer Blush, and then also Dr. Janelle Cavazos, I'm sorry, who is somebody that has been blogging on the Novice Professor, just like I've been. And she's been doing quite a lot, and she's also going to be working with us. There's going to be hopefully some more individuals that will work with us soon. There's certainly a number that are very supportive of everything we're doing, but another person is Jason Eggerman. Jason is a community college instructor of psychology in Spokane, Washington, and he has been teaching online for quite a long time, and he was excited about this, so he's going to participate. But we're hoping maybe there'll be some other folks out there that are interested in joining our team. We're trying to create something that hopefully will outlast all of us and just be a really good tool for both experienced and novice professors to really appreciate how to learn and how
That's
to teach.
really awesome. That's really great. So I guess obviously I know about this, but I really wanted to kind of give our viewers a glimpse of what's coming and what we're hoping the project to be. And one of the great things that I think this project has is that team that we talked about, the panel of people that get to like firsthand get to see this. I know when we shot our first episode, I was like intrigued. I was like, this is so cool. Oh, I want to do this and I want to do that just by watching it myself. But because I was there, I also got to ask questions that I was really curious about. And our viewers will get to see that in our first episode. But I think that's one of the best parts about this idea too, is it's not just an instructor talking about their particular class or their set of assignments within a particular class. It's that person telling their colleagues about it, and then the colleagues getting to ask, oh, well, why did you make it that way? Or how could I use this in my class? And I think that will be something that will be really beneficial to our blog people, as well as that come to watch our shows. I think that's one of my favorite things. And I love that we're from a diverse background of instructors. We're not all one type of instructor, as you mentioned. Jason is a community college instructor. I know you were at community colleges for a long time. And then we have people at these R1 institutions who are primarily teaching instructors. And Jen and I are both at small private schools or liberal arts colleges. And so we all have this kind of different experience that we bring to the table, a different way of looking at things, different things that we're really passionate about, that we can ask questions about, that hopefully our audience can see how they can use this information. And as you mentioned, we're also looking to kind of to broaden that. So as we add more individuals who want to be on a panel, or maybe we'll have an open invite and say, hey, if you want to come check out something about this particular thing, maybe Bob and I will be running the show, but we'll give an audience more of a chance to kind of participate or submit questions ahead of time. I feel like there's a lot of ways we could do this to make it really beneficial to the viewers, because it's not just about what we want to do. It's for you guys. It's for us to show you what people are doing, and so you can learn and use it as professional development. And your courses will be out there too. If you feel like you have something that you really want to show, let us know, and we'll talk to you about getting you on an episode.
Absolutely. And we're looking for at all different kinds of topics. So, for example, we're starting out with the pandemic and how people responded to that. In our second episode, we'll start looking at how people are responding to some of the racial tensions and racial problems that we have going on in our country now, and how they took that into the classroom, how they adjusted their courses based on what's going on. We hope to address all aspects of courses. Sometimes we'll dive into entire courses. Sometimes we'll just focus on things like, how do you start your course?
Mhm.
Or how do you do your assessment? Things like that. So we're really going to try to showcase all kinds of best practices and the principles that really are underlying them.
That's really great. Any other thoughts that you have to share about course studies and what it's going to be?
Well, I'm really hoping that this kind of sparks people to be excited, partly because we've sat through many presentations where people talk at a more abstract level about
Mhm.
how to teach. And we're trying to offer something very concrete. And I'm hoping that maybe this inspires people to show and tell more often when it comes to how they teach.
That's really great. All right. Thanks for talking with me today,
You got it.
Bob DuBois, and I'm Ciara Kidder. We're coming to you from the Novice Professor, talking about our new project, course studies, and we really hope you'll tune into our first episode. Should be coming out pretty soon. We'll let you know. You can check us out on Twitter at Course Studies. We have the hashtag Course Studies as along with the hashtag the Novice Professor. And we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.